Let me ask you something. What if the vegetables sitting in your fridge right now, the ones you thought were helping you age gracefully, were actually making you feel older? Yep, I said it. Some so-called healthy veggies can secretly mess with your joints, your digestion, and even your memory, especially after 60 when our bodies just don't bounce back the way they used to. But don't worry, today we're going to clear it all up. In this video, I'll reveal the 4 worst vegetables you should never eat if you care about healthy aging, and better yet, the 4 best vegetables that can help you feel sharper, stronger, and more energized as the years go by. This is your friendly guide to an anti-aging diet for seniors that actually works, without fancy supplements, expensive trends, or giving up your favorite meals. So stick around, because your next trip to the grocery store might just change your life. Let's dive in. When I turned 60, there was one thing I never thought I'd care so much about: vegetables. That's right, vegetables, not the old car I promised myself I'd fix up, not the box of vintage photos tucked away in the garage, but that morning plate of salad. One morning I was sipping coffee, flipping through a medical magazine my primary care doctor had mailed me, when a single sentence stopped me cold. What you eat not only determines how long you live, but how well you live your final years, strong or struggling. And I thought, strong, of course. I'm not here to grow old feeling weak. That moment kicked off my journey into understanding what's called an anti-aging diet for seniors. And do you know what shocked me the most? It wasn't what I should be eating. It was what I was already eating every day, without realizing it was quietly working against me. Let me tell you a little story. My neighbor Tom, 74, morning walker, loves gardening, told me he eats raw kale salad with olive oil every morning. Sounds like the picture of a healthy lifestyle, right? Then he started feeling tired, had lower back pain, and sometimes got dizzy. His doctor ran some tests. Turns out he was developing kidney stones. Guess what the culprit was? Raw kale. This so-called superfood is loaded with oxalates, compounds that can crystallize into kidney stones, especially for older folks whose kidney function may already be declining. And it's also high in goitrogens, which can interfere with thyroid function if eaten too often raw. I spoke with a nutritionist and she nodded in agreement. For seniors, kale should be lightly cooked, not eaten raw all the time. I went home, opened the fridge, and there it was, a fresh bag of kale staring right at me. But kale wasn't the only traitor. My good friend Linda, 68, loves raw tomatoes. She adds them to sandwiches, salads, even snacks on them like apples. Then one day she started feeling her knees swell, achy during cold weather. She also noticed more acid reflux at night. Turns out raw tomatoes contain a compound called solanine. For young folks, it's fine. But for us, with aging digestive systems or existing arthritis, solanine can trigger inflammation, worsen joint pain, and aggravate acid reflux. When Linda switched to roasted or stewed tomatoes with olive oil, her symptoms dramatically improved. Sometimes one small change brings huge relief. And if you're thinking, well, at least broccoli or cauliflower must be safe, then I hate to break it to you. Let me tell you about Paul. Paul is one of the healthiest eaters I know, but he constantly complained of bloating, discomfort, loss of appetite. After a gut microbiome test, his doctor found major imbalance. Beneficial bacteria were low, while inflammation-causing bacteria were high. Why? Raw cruciferous veggies, things like raw broccoli and Brussels sprouts. When eaten raw, their natural enzymes mix with certain compounds that make digestion harder, especially in seniors whose digestive enzyme levels are already reduced. The simple solution? Lightly steaming or cooking them preserves the antioxidants while protecting your gut. Then there's celery, bell peppers, spinach, those everyday vegetables from your local grocery store. If not organic, they often carry high levels of pesticide residue. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors exposed to pesticide toxins face higher oxidative stress, which directly affects memory, cognitive function, and brain health. As we age, our liver and kidneys aren't as efficient at filtering out toxins as they were in our 30s and 40s. So whenever possible, choose organic produce, or at least wash thoroughly and blanch them briefly in hot water before eating. So now that we've uncovered the traitors, who are the real heroes in our anti-aging journey? Let's start with a sweet purple friend, sweet potatoes, and purple yams. I know, they sound simple, but inside that humble skin is a powerful antioxidant called anthocyanin, known to support blood vessel health, reduce inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, and even protect the brain from degeneration. In Okinawa, Japan, one of the world's longest living communities, purple sweet potatoes are a staple food. They're high in resistant starch, which feeds the good gut bacteria, boosts immunity, and supports digestion. Another essential, fermented vegetables. I remember my grandma used to eat fermented mustard greens. I just thought old folks' food, but now I realize she was unknowingly feeding her gut microbiome. As we age, stomach acid decreases, which weakens nutrient absorption. Fermented veggies like kimchi, pickled radish, and sauerkraut not only provide probiotics, but also help our bodies absorb other nutrients better. You don't need much. Just a few spoonfuls a day can reset digestion, improve nutrient uptake, and ease inflammation. Ever tried bitter greens? Not too popular in the US, but things like arugula, dandelion, and chicory are now getting scientific attention. Why? They stimulate bile production, which helps digest fats, detox the liver, and boost absorption of vitamins A, E, and K. The liver, as you know, is our body's natural filter. Keeping it healthy helps the whole system age more gracefully. And last but definitely not least, red and purple vegetables. Beets, purple cabbage, purple carrots. Not only are they pretty, but they're rich in betalains and anthocyanins, compounds that improve blood flow, reduce stroke risk, sharpen memory, and may even help prevent Alzheimer's. I once spoke with a geriatric doctor from Mayo Clinic, and she told me, if there's one simple thing you could eat daily to keep your brain sharp into old age, it's beets. But everything I shared with you today won't mean a thing unless you know how to apply it. Here are a few small changes you can start today. Lightly steam veggies instead of eating them raw. Eat starchy vegetables like sweet potatoes before 2 p.m. to avoid nighttime blood sugar spikes. Pair your veggies with healthy fats like olive oil for better vitamin absorption. Prioritize organic or low pesticide produce. And remember, a little bit consistently always beats a lot inconsistently. I know aging isn't easy, but I believe getting older doesn't mean living less. An anti-aging diet for seniors isn't about chasing beauty or youth. It's about staying healthy so we can keep loving, laughing, and living fully with our grandkids, our loved ones, and ourselves. A single, well-prepared plate of veggies each day could be your ticket to a happier, more energetic life in your golden years. Thank you for listening to my story today. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Health Revival channel. Your support inspires us to keep sharing life-changing knowledge for seniors across America. Wishing you and your family peace, health, and vibrant energy. God bless you. See you in the next video.